Well, good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I'm your host, Journey Ryan. I'm here with the Miss Wonderful Gifts of Faith. What's going on, Faith? How are you today?
I'm doing good. How's everybody?
Well, I hope everybody's doing well. We got people joining us right now. So if you guys are joining us from Facebook, like the group that you're in, if you're joining us from YouTube, like and subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified every time we go live. And we are now on a new broadcast with Twitch. So now we are live from Twitch. So it's going to be interesting to find out, who we get from there as well. And remember, like I said, we're also on the Apple platform. We're also on SoundCloud and not Skype, but Spreaker and a few others. So we're on quite a few different networks. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to hit us up, send us a comment in the thing. We'll be more than happy to answer the questions. We do see questions coming in. So everybody just bear with us. We're going to go down the list like we always do. And hello, Jasmine. And
hey, Jasmine. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday.
Oh, me too. Me too. It's been one of those days so far for a lot of people that I know that are just like trying to piece everything together. We're in that new year and everybody's trying to, how do we put this together? So it definitely feels like, everybody's trying to work on things, but at the same time, they're a little bit difficult.
Yeah, well, it's like the start of a week. It's getting into the swing of things. Plus, the energy's different this year than it was last year.
And today is an election over in Georgia, so hearing a lot about that, and had to tell somebody today that I was like, listen, I don't want to talk politics. You can't feed me lies and expect me to believe them, especially when I can see. You're telling the psychic what you're trying to impose.
Don't you hate that? Like when people are, and you're just like, no.
Exactly. All right, guys, if you got questions, don't hesitate to put them in the chat room. We'll be more than happy to answer any of the questions that you guys have. And as we got quite a few here, so we're going to start answering some questions in just a second. Faith, are you ready to get this party on the road?
I am ready.
All right, let's start with our first question. Our first question is from Facebook, and it says, just wondering if there are any changes in my future and what is there to look forward to in 2021. Also, is my spirit guide still around me? Good question.
Okay. Guides and angels and God, they don't leave you. So they're still always around you. As far as changes for you, I feel like you have work changes coming up. I keep feeling like you're either going to change your whole career of whatever it is that you do or go to the next level, because I see like stepping stones, like little blocks that are building. And so I feel like some things with that are shifting, and you should start to notice that already energetically kind of this month, but I see the middle of February kind of leveling off and seeing where you see more of a change. I also feel like you're changing spiritually, you're maturing, and you're doing the phrasing that they're giving me is that you're going to start to do some different spiritual practices. So I don't know if that means you're going to pray different or what that necessarily means for you because of the way that I'm seeing it, but something in your spiritual life, the routine that you do to celebrate who you are as far as whatever it is that you do, praying or yoga or meditation, I see that kind of changing a little bit and you getting to a different level of spirituality and getting closer to God. So that's kind of what I see for you. I also feel like this is a time not just for you, but for everybody, but I feel it particularly with you at this moment because I'm reading you. This is going to be a time for you to kind of release some things that you've held on to for like 3 or 4 years. And you'll notice yourself start to do that between now and March. I feel you mentally and emotionally are going to purge from things. So that's kind of what I'm getting for you. I hope some of that makes sense.
All right. Well, it definitely felt like the energy, surrounding your change and your future. Yeah, I did feel like there was a lot of structure. I felt like you were re-examining all the things that you've been going through in these past years. And I do feel like, because you're doing that, because you want these things to change, you're actually going to start making things happen for yourself. So it has a lot to do with recognizing what's going on around you.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed that you said something about your spirit guides and are they still around? The thing is that they are still around. The thing is that you're not listening to them. So the energy is definitely saying, she says, thank you, Faith. And the energy that I see that when it comes to your spirit guides, pay a little bit more attention. I feel like they're laying things out in front of you, trying to give you signs to let you know that they're around, but you haven't been picking up on those signs and being aware that they're still around you, you're still feeling them, and that the energy is definitely going to change. And that change comes with your help, because they start telling you the direction in which you need to go in. So pay attention to the signs. You're going to get quite a few of them. With the yoga and the meditation that Faith was talking about, I think that is most beneficial. I feel like it's definitely going to make you connect back with your guides, where you'll become a higher spirit to pay attention to the things that are in front of you so you can see the road ahead. So I definitely feel like that was definitely where that was going, where she was going with that. And I feel like I honestly feel like the changes are made by you. This is a year that you take charge. So most definitely.
I totally agree with what Journey's saying. What I really felt is that you're going to reach a higher level of spirituality. You just have to listen. You haven't been listening. And that's why you're feeling so drained. But you're going to start to see things your energy is going to change between now and March, and that's going to help you. But it's going to be because you release some of these situations. I feel like there are things that you've been holding on to for like 4 years or something about 4 years ago that you've held on to, and it's going to slowly be released. And once that kind of goes away, some of the tension that you're feeling spiritually is going to kind of dissipate. I was trying to think of the right word. I was trying to think of the right word, so that you're able to do other things.
All right. Well, that's good.
Jenny's laughing at me, y'all.
What? I didn't say nothing.
I couldn't think of the word. That's why I paused. I was like, what's the word?
All right. Well, thank you so much for sending us that message. That was absolutely a good question, and I hope you take the advice in which it's given to you, and listen to your guides, because they are trying to talk to you. So pay attention to what they're saying, and from there you're going to see a change and in the direction in which you want to go. And there was one other thing I keep seeing is schools in the back of your minds, like you want to further your education to get to the next level. You feel like that's the next level as well. I'm going to say take that advice and run with it, because that is definitely something your guides have been trying to tell you. All right. She says, thank you so much. You're welcome, sweetheart. Anytime.
You're welcome.
Don't forget to like the group that you're in, or if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and then hit the bell. Tell your friends about us. We're here 5 nights a week. All right. Good questions. I love the strong energy. Definitely knowing what she wants, but also scared to do it at the same time. And we always have fear of the unknown, but it's just best to march forward, because you know what? You are a light, and as you walk, you'll notice the light follows you, because the light is coming from you. So it's a good thing. All right. The next question coming from Jasmine on YouTube. Jasmine says, please tell me about A's feelings. Is there a future of us together?
Well, the thing about that is, it's not going as fast as you want, and he's very immature. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like his priorities are not straight. I do feel like there's good intentions there, okay? But I don't feel like it's moving fast enough. So I actually feel like, Jasmine, you may walk away if you don't learn to be patient. One of the reasons I think that this is occurring is because you're not good with patience, okay? Personally, I don't think he is the best match for you because he is very immature and you don't handle that really well. And that can be frustrating because you're more focused and I feel like you know what you want. But I also feel like this is moving at a turtle pace. That being said, I feel like you guys are going to get into some type of argument in the next 2 months and you may walk away. It's only going to be temporary for about 3 days, okay? And then I feel like he's going to kind of snap out of it and move a little bit forward. But you're going to be cautious about it because he's going to have gotten on your nerves by then. There is a future with this, but I feel it kind of going forward, stopping in the dirt, almost like tires on a truck is what I'm seeing, like tires on a truck spinning. Going forward, getting stuck in the mud, pulling back out and trying again and getting a little bit further each time. But by the same token, every time he kind of does this, Jasmine, I feel like you get frustrated and it makes you want to pull away more. So really, whether there's a future or not, it's going to be up to you. You will see some changes with him kind of moving forward and giving you more of what you want. I just don't think it's going to be fast enough for you, honey. That's my concern looking at it.
Well, I definitely feel like the energy between A's feelings and her feelings is that, yeah, she's ready for the relationship to develop to the next level, and he's stuck in limbo at the moment. Now, it's not necessarily saying that he's not going to be able to move forward ever, but it is a long outgoing.
That's why I think she's going to get frustrated and be like, I'm done, because it's not moving fast enough for her. And that's okay, but he's just immature.
Right. Jasmine says, okay, what intentions does he like anyone?
Does he like anyone else? I guess that's her question.
Yeah, that's what I'm picking up.
Honey, I don't see that. What I see is that he's just immature and not ready for something long term right now. It can turn into that, but you have to let him do it on his own pace because emotionally, I don't think he's very mature for what you're wanting.
Right. But the thing is that his energy, you know, if you choose this is the direction in which you want to be with him, then I'm going to let you know that this is a drawn out process.
That's what I was
going to happen overnight.
That's what I was trying to convey to you also, Jasmine. He's on turtle speed.
Absolutely.
And if you don't want to go turtle speed, this ain't the boy for you.
Yeah. The energy is just, you know, he wants a relationship, but he's scared of a relationship. He likes the energy he gets, the attention that he gets, but to actually go forward with it.
And he does care for you, but he's not ready to be
a good friend. I do feel like he's a good friend now. I mean, that hasn't changed. That part's not changing for you.
No.
But the relationship side of it, that's a different.
He would have a relationship like what you're wanting. It's just he doesn't want to be numero uno, number one, right off into the sunset tomorrow.
Right. It's just taking time to get there.
Yeah. He's not ready for that. So.
All right. Well, good question, Jasmine. Thank you so much for asking. Hopefully we were able to answer your questions for you.
Thank you, Jasmine.
She'll hang in there. I know she is. She's a tough cookie. All right, we got another question here from Miss Bean. Says, "Hi, Journey. I was wondering what you see in regards of my love life. I'm single. I'm a single mama, so I don't have a lot of time to get out."
You're a single mama who don't want a bunch of drama either. And the guys that come around you are not the kind that you would want to have for long term, so you just don't do anything with them. You're picky, and rightfully so, because you don't have a lot of time for games. I do see someone coming for you. His name is going to start with a D. I feel like he's got previous military connections, like he might have been in the military. Okay. And I keep seeing he may like to draw. He's tall, but just so you know, just so everybody watching knows, psychically everyone is tall to me because I'm literally like 5 foot. Journey will tell you I'm like really short. I would say this guy's probably about maybe 5'11", maybe 6 foot, dark complected, very funny, clean shaven. He's very clean cut. I see like casual, nice, preppy clothes. And I feel like he possibly, I keep seeing that he likes to draw. Okay. I don't know if this is a hobby or if this is something that he does for work, but I keep seeing drawing, and he's possibly in the education field too, because I see books and learning, and I keep seeing schools around him. Not that he's going to school, but he might be a teacher or some type of instructor, but I keep seeing the drawing thing, so I feel like that's significant as well. He drives a burgundy car from what I'm seeing. I feel like he might be an Aquarius with a Taurus rising, or a Taurus with an Aquarius rising. For some reason, I always get people's signs, and he loves to cook. He possibly might be a vegetarian because I keep being shown vegetables, and he's very spiritual, but he will absolutely adore you. I feel like you're going to meet him at some type of function. This is going to be later on this year, I feel, by mid-May. You'll meet other people before then, but I feel like you are going to meet him by May or mid-May is what I'm being shown.
Well, when it comes to your love life, I feel Faith is correct on the people that come around you that want to be in these relationships with you. They're very toxic in general, and you keep picking up the people that need healing. So that's what I keep seeing is like, this is a healing to, heal my wounds. And she said, "Thank you, Faith." And, these are the guys that you don't want. Yeah, you can help heal somebody. I'm not saying don't, lend an ear.
We all heal each other, but you shouldn't be consumed by it.
Right. But don't. The thing is that you're healing these guys, and then they're going off and being with other people after they're healed. And by doing that, it's hurting you along the way. The guy that you're looking for is on the same level as you. He won't need healing. He'll be right there with you you'll be seeing things the same way, doing things the same way. You guys will have a lot of interests together. The art side that, Faith was talking about, I do see that he does have a artistic side to him. I do see that, as something strong, something he likes to do. When he's got something on his mind, some people sing, some people write, he draws.
Yeah.
He gets things off his mind. He feels comfortable doing so. It doesn't consume his entire life. It's just something.
No, it's just something that's connected to him. Sometimes I get stuff like little things like that, so I just tell people every little thing that I get, so when they meet the people, they'll know it's the person.
Exactly. And I love that about you.
Oh, well, I'm glad that I get little details like that, because I love it when people call me back and go, "I met so-and-so, and they do blah, 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 and their astrological sign is blah, blah, blah."
Absolutely. It's happened on numerous occasions. So
yeah, even after all these years of doing readings, when people call me back and tell me something and I was right, I'm like, oh, good. I'm glad I could help.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We got some people in here. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? And says, hey, Faith, your hair looks cute.
Thank you. I got it
Greetings.
done before the new year.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Just know you guys were going straight down the list to get to everybody's questions. So go ahead and ask your question. You only have to ask it one time. As we go down the list, we'll get to it. She says, thank you guys so much. And
You're
yes, I'm very
welcome.
much a healer, trying to learn how to balance it. It takes time in order to balance it. But here's the thing. When you heal somebody, you're touching an inner part of who they are, the deeper part of their soul. So when you're doing that, you got to learn not to fall in love with the person in whom you're healing.
Well, unfortunately, sometimes we've already fell in love with them and then we are healing them, and that's not our intention. But I can speak from experience, girl. I've done it. And it sucks. It sucks. Because then you heal them and you're like, wait, you were really messed up when I was with you, and you're doing much better, and you went and did much better with somebody else.
Exactly.
Well,
I mean, it's hard to see sometimes when you notice that you're the person that you were trying to heal, or the relationship in which you were trying to make better or heal that person. You see them take those same things that you have put together in them, and then they share that with somebody else. So it becomes hurtful. So you got to find a way to, kind of be there for them, but know that you got to find a way to separate your energy from theirs, knowing that this person, if they're coming for the healing, that's what they're there for, because once they're healed, they're going to move on.
Yeah.
Now, when they're not if they are not healing and they come to you and you got that flirtatious vibe and things are good, that's a different relationship. That's an actual relationship. It's not somebody you're going to need to heal. So just kind of hang in there, because like I said, it's definitely going to continue to keep getting better for you. So the person you're looking for is not around you yet.
No, he's not. Yeah.
That's going to take some time. All right. Well, we got lots of questions here, guys. Just bear with us as we go down the list. We got another question from Facebook coming from Michelle. Michelle says, hello. Hello, y'all. Could you please tell me if any loved ones have a message for me and the name of the person I will be in a relationship with, please?
Okay.
Well, as for the loved ones, I'm going to say right off the bat, your loved ones are with you. They've actually been trying to communicate with you here recently. So I'm going to pass the torch over to Faith, and she's going to fill you in.
Okay. So there's a couple things going on, Michelle. Okay. Do you know a Kate or Catherine? Because I get somebody that's crossed over by that name. They possibly had some type of breathing issue or cancer they might have died from. Okay. And they're around you. I don't know if this is who this is to you. It may even be a family member or something that you don't know down the line. But this is so funny. This woman's showing me pink nail polish. She wants you to know her nails are done. There's also an older man that is around you to the left of you. This feels like maybe a great uncle or a grandfather type figure, and he's showing me he was in the armed forces, and he keeps showing me he repaired cars. I don't know what this is, but a lot of times they'll show you symbolic things and you have to figure out what they're trying to tell you. But he's around you too, and then there was a younger girl or a younger woman that might have died in a car crash also, and she's around you. As far as your love life, I think that was the other question that you asked about. You asked who was coming in for you, and I actually got 2 different names, so I'm going to tell you the name. I feel like you're gonna have somebody by the name of Jason coming in. Okay. He is not in your area. He's not originally from your area. You're going to meet him online. He has his own business. He's thinner, and I get dark hair with blue eyes, possibly. He's height, weight, proportionate. I think he has a dog. It looks like, I don't know, it's something golden. I don't know if this is a retriever or what this is, but it's yellowish. And I feel like he's possibly an Aries. So I don't know what your sign is, but good luck with the Aries man. Because they're stubborn. I'm just speaking from experience and know before anybody bashes me. I have nothing against any sign, let alone Aries. But I've had a lot of experience with Aries and they're very stubborn. But this person is really going to care a lot about you and be very gentle spirited and very, like, I don't know what the right word is. Very, he's going to be a guy's guy, a man's man, like fix things and be masculine and a provider for you, like, but also very educated and very mentally stimulating for you. But you push people away as badly as you want a relationship. If they start to be normal, you don't know how to deal with that. So you push them away to test them to see if they'll come back. Don't do that so much because sometimes that can cause you to miss out on something good. And this is going to be something long term. This is going to be somebody that you wouldn't expect yourself to like. But there's a gentleness to his spirit that's going to really draw you in because he's going to be very loving to you. And this can, and I do believe it will, turn into something long term. Initially, I think you'll push him away just to test him. And then when he comes back and is still as gentle toward you and is willing and like wanting to come more forward to you, it's going to open your heart because part of your problem is that I feel like you
He's
don't
a Libra. Michelle is.
Oh, well, I know, I know a lot about Libras actually, but I don't know if they're compatible with Aries. I don't know because I've never looked into the two Dalmatians, but I do know a lot about Libras. Libras are good people. Because I'm a Taurus and I get along good with Libras because we're both ruled by Venus. But just hang in there. You have to open yourself up. I think you have a hard time. You really want to be in love and you want a relationship, but you have a super hard time opening yourself up. If you're willing and you open yourself up, you will have something long term with this person. Okay? So hang in there and open yourself up, sweetie, because it's time for you to have love and love is coming. But you haven't always let yourself have the time to have anything. You've ran around like a chicken without a head on and you got really hurt several years ago. And after that, you kind of closed yourself off and it's time for you. This is your time. So open yourself up to it. Okay.
Nice.
Hundos going back to back.
So the energy that I saw with it. Sorry, something just popped up. I couldn't get my screen up, but something else popped up.
I was like,
One of the
what
videos
is
I was watching earlier. It was a video I was watching earlier today. The thing is that the energy that I saw around this person that's coming in for her, it's someone that's going to sweep her off her feet, but it's
that's kind of what
there's
I felt.
resistance to it at first. I feel as though that's like she's feeling like it's too good to be true, and so the energy, she's kind of like, what's going on here? And so don't resist. This is somebody you don't resist, because the one
that's kind of what I was trying to convey, is because I feel like the resistance is going to be coming from her so strong.
Yep, most definitely.
And then he's going to come back even harder but still be really gentle about it and be like, hey, I like you. Why are you doing this? And you're going to be like, why are you being weird? I don't understand why
Why
you're
are
doing
you
this stuff.
being weird?
Yeah. She's going to be like, why are you being weird? Why are you doing all this nice stuff for me? And he's going to be like, because I like you. And she's going to be like, I've never had anybody do this before. This is weird. That's kind of what I got from it. Like,
Yeah. No, I get it. But, you know, the energy is just to be more accepting and open to the situation and
yeah.
don't push this person away because it's going to be hard to adjust to it at first. Unfortunately, I'm not picking up a name. I just know the person's coming.
Well, I got the name Jason, so I'm going with it because that's what I got.
Nice. Nice.
So.
Awesome. Now, I told her to contact you today because you would pick up a name. I did. I told her yesterday.
I have always been really good with names.
I know. You're really good with
Not
that.
for myself, but I'm good for people.
All right. All right, guys. Just bear with us. Remember, you guys, we're going to go through each question one by one. So when you ask your question, make sure it's the question you want to ask as we go down the list. You don't have to put it on there a couple times and just let you know. We will get to it, okay? She says, thank you.
You're welcome.
You said there was 2 names. Who is the other? Laugh out loud.
What was the other name? I thought I said it. I don't know. I must have shelved it because now it escaped me. Sometimes it happens with readings, like if we don't get it out right then, sometimes it just... Let me see if I get anything. I think the other name that I got was actually Eric. Yeah. But I feel
asked if even Indian names, do Indian names come to you as well? From India.
I have had Indian names. I've had to spell them because I can't pronounce them. But I did a reading for a lady a few years back, and she was from Hungary. And I said some name, and I was like, I don't know how to say this. I'm just gonna, she's like, oh, that's my aunt. That's my aunt. And I was like, where are you from? And she was like, Hungary. And I was like, I never heard of that name before, but okay.
Well, she says thank you. She says thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And yes, Paul, you may ask a question. Just go ahead and put it in the chat here, and we'll get to it as we go down the list. We're going straight down the list to get to each and every one of you. Okay? Couple questions ahead of you. All right. The next one coming from Christina. It says, hello, Ryan and Faith. The fact that Ivan is supposed not far from me is piquing my curiosity. My question for you is he here physically in my city already and not saying anything to me yet?
I feel like he will be in your city, but I don't feel like he is yet. I feel like possibly within pretty soon. What I'm being shown is within 4 days to a week.
Yeah. The energy that I picked up with it is actually was in her city just for a short minute, and that was during the holiday. And it was one of those things where he was going to come to her house, but got cold feet in the middle of doing it, and then ended up leaving. I seen there was it was like 48 hours. He was there for 2 days, and then he was gone.
Well, I keep being shown something, like I said, within, I keep seeing 4 days to a week as far as a time frame, and I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm being shown.
Said, oh wow, that is quick. Well, I felt like he got cold feet. Like he's got these overwhelming emotions for you that he wants to be able to express, but at the same time, there's that fear, if I express these feelings, does this change our friendship? Because you guys are very close. And you guys love each other on both ends very deeply. But when you guys both feel like you're feeling each other's energies, it becomes like anxiety. So it makes it very hard to deal with that energy. And it could your heart's going to beat a million miles an hour. You don't know why. You feel anxious, but you're thinking about that person. The energy is really high. I feel like he is spying on me. Am I crazy to think that? No. He's watching your Facebook pages and your Facebook and any of your social media in which he can see. That's what I'm getting. But I'm also seeing you're not posting a lot on social media.
No, you're not.
So I don't feel like he's seeing much of anything.
She's not doing it, Journey, because she thinks he's fine. So she's like trying to be cautious about what she's posting. And then she's like, let me see, should I post this? Because I want to know if I'm going to get a reaction of some sort.
She says, yeah, he is scared. I get that, but he also feels my love for him as well as I. Yeah, I mean, you guys feel each other's love. That's not a problem. It's the anxiety of taking it to the next level again for him.
Because he's scared. He's scared that he'll lose you.
Yep. Yep. He's afraid he's going to screw up. That's his problem. That is his cold feet. Is that, do I get into this relationship with her and do I make it work? Do I screw it up? How's this going to happen? What's going to happen? And she says, laugh out loud. It's only for my friends and only for my friends, my content. Okay. Well, he is watching. I'm going to tell you, he is watching social media. And so just kind of know that he's keeping an eye on the situation. So, but she says, what about getting pregnant any month that stands out?
Honey, I'm not saying you can't, but I don't see it right this second.
I'm not seeing a pregnancy at the moment either, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. It's just not making itself known at this moment.
Right.
Other things that are in the way that need to be addressed before we get to that point. And I think this has a lot to do with his cold feet and his next decision, which is a free will decision. And she says he's such a Taurus.
Listen, I'm a Taurus. What you trying to say, girl? What you trying to say?
She's just speaking her truth. Speaking her truth, Tauruses can be extremely difficult.
Really? Nah. I'm stubborn.
Have you met you?
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm stubborn.
But what sign can't be difficult in their own way?
But here's the thing I will tell you about Tauruses, and this is true. Once we love you, we love you. And we'll go to bat for you on anything. We don't turn our backs on those that we love, or we're friends with, or family, or friends, or even romantic involvements. Once we're in, we're in. So just give him some time.
She says he drives me crazy, but I love him. And she also said, what is he waiting for? Oh, my God. It's not that he's waiting for anything. It's that
he's fearful, honey.
Yeah, once he calms those nerves down, he'll be all right.
It's a lot. Think about it this way. You're looking at it like, we're friends. He should know I love him. He should know we won't lose each other. But he's looking at it from the other spectrum of, oh my God, we're friends. What if we get together and it don't work? Then I've lost my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to give him time because he doesn't want to lose you. And if he messes up or if y'all break up, yes, it could be great, but then he could have lost one of his best friends. And he's like trying to deal with the risk of that. And then what is it going to be like once you guys are on the next level?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Christina, you're going to have to hang in there, sweetheart. She says yes, I'm difficult too, though. I'm a Virgo. So she's a Virgo.
You know what, though? Tauruses and Virgos go well together.
I was going to say they go pretty hand in hand together. She goes,
Yeah.
is there anything I can do to help him calm his nerves? Let him do it on his own?
Let him be and know that this isn't about you. It's not about not wanting to be with you. This is about his fears and trying to control them so that he can express that love for you.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, guys. Now, I know you guys were going to be here. We are here 5 nights a week. Monday nights, we got myself, Journey Ryan. Tuesday, of course, we're here with Gifts of Faith. Wednesday night, we are here with Trinity Black. On Thursday nights, we are here with our dream interpreter, Miss Marin. And on Friday nights, we're going to have special guests with different topics. So check us out, and we'll be sure to let you guys know who each special guest is each week so you guys can look forward to who and what we're talking about, because it's going to be an interesting night. All right, guys. We're going to keep on going here. We got lots of questions ahead, so I'm going to try to get to each and every one of you, so please bear with me as I scroll down these questions. Got a question from Facebook coming from Amanda. It says, I've been struggling lately. I'm wondering if my struggles are going to get better, if my sister is going to talk to me again. I'm going to be able to overcome all these things that I've been faced with lately.
I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like you're going to come out of this stronger. The key thing is that I feel like you have a lot of anxieties. I see things with your health, your finances, and feeling like you're closed in and family doesn't understand you. You have a lot of sadness and mental anguish going on because your life isn't where you want it to be. But I feel like you have to recognize how special you are. And you haven't, because you're comparing yourself and your situations to things from years ago and from other people's lives. Don't do that so much. You'll come out of this, but I honestly feel like when I concentrate on you, you have a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety, and you've got to figure out a way to release that anxiety or for you to be able to get it under control. And some of this stuff that you feel will stop and kind of slow down. You'll kind of notice a change even in the next 2 weeks. A little bit will kind of dissipate and be better. But you've got to kind of release some of this to God, because I feel like you've held on to a lot of hurts and a lot of anger and things that you have no control over. You're concentrating a lot on the past, and we all do that to an extent. But because you're internalizing a lot of this stuff, it's very difficult for you. So try to hang in there and know that, yes, you will talk to your sister again. She's very stubborn and she wants things her way. I feel like you're going to talk to her. I keep seeing 3, and I want to say within 3 weeks, but your sister's pretty stubborn, so it may be a little bit longer than that. Just hang in there, okay? It'll be all right, I promise.
All right. So, yeah, the energy that I saw between you and your sister, I do feel like that is going to, that is going to come together. The things that you're struggling with right now, this is how I seen it when it came through for you. I got that this is all coming to a head right now, because you need to be able to get it out of your life before you go further on to the rest of the year. Also felt like you put together this energy that you were going to, you wanted to get rid of the things that no longer served a purpose. You wanted to balance things out for yourself. You wanted to make things happen in a way that you wanted them to be. And, this is something, the reason everything's happening at once is so you can have that.
Yeah, because once this is over, it'll be over.
Right.
And that'll be a good thing for you.
All right. She did say she is stubborn. She also said, I literally had tears in my eyes because she related to everything that you were saying, Faith.
Oh, good. I'm glad I could help you. Listen, I'm going to keep you in prayer with this stuff, because I promise you it will be all right. You just have to release it. Tonight when you lay down, lay down in the go to sleep. Close your eyes and just ask God, say, God, please take these anxieties and these hurts from me, because I feel it. It's like a pit up in your chest and you're like overwhelmed. It's a heaviness. Ask God to send the angels to take it from you, to release it. and visualize it going up into the heavens and like evaporating, almost like a mist. Because you don't have to hold on to that. You're choosing to. Once you release that, do that every day for 4 days and see if you don't feel better. I promise you, you'll feel better.
All right. We had an echo. Hopefully we took care of that. I'm not hearing the echo anymore, so that's good. You know, the thing about her and her sister, I got that the energy was going to come back together. I felt like they were, you know, the strength between the two of them happens. It does take some time in order for that to get to that point. So I do see it, but I feel like we're looking at like March, April time frame. I'm seeing like early spring.
I don't even know. I kept getting 3. I want to
3 months
say,
from now.
yeah. I don't. Well, yeah, I know, but I don't know if it's gonna take that long or not. It might, because your sister's pretty stubborn, but I'm hoping it won't. So
But I feel like she's going to try to make the first attempt to communicate, but then it just ends right where they already are. So then there's more silence.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was through an indirect, like either someone's talking on the phone or things to that nature.
Right.
So, but the thing about with, you know, what's going on in your life and everything that you're facing, these are things that you need to get through at this time. You're going to be able to get through those things. And, you know, once you balance those out, when it comes to talking to your sister, you'll have a better grip on everything. So the energy definitely feels, you know, good. And then you'll be able to balance it a lot better. So, Amanda, I want you to hang in there. She says the silence is hard.
It is, but just know this. Your sister does love you.
Mm-hmm.
Your sister's very, very stubborn. And actually, this is what I'm seeing, is that she's thought about reaching out to you, and she's like, nah, I'm going to make her be first.
Right. That's that stubborn side. The silence is hard, but it's not forever. Remember that. All right. Let's get back up here. We got some more questions. She says, I tried.
Yeah, but she's not ready yet, see? When she's ready, then she'll talk to you. And the weird thing is, I feel like once you guys kind of smash this out, so to speak, you won't ever bring it up again. And
Right.
it won't be an issue ever again.
Right. She says, FYI, they're both on her. They're both on here.
Okay, so both of them
Is
are
that
watching?
the indirect communication in which I was just talking about? Because I just said it was an indirect communication between the two of them.
So they're both watching?
I'm assuming that's what this means. They're both on here.
Okay, well, hello to the sister.
Well,
Both of
y'all
you
need to talk to each other.
y'all both need to talk to each other because you both love each other. Stop this.
She just said we are?
Well, I don't know.
That's my sister, too. She said, yep. Well, good. Talk to each other. Work this out.
No, we're being psychic mediators.
I told you there was going to be some kind of... not meaning it was on purpose. It was not purposely done. It was accidental.
It was not purposely done for anybody else watching.
But, you know, the thing is that the energy that I see in the sister, there's... No, I got that there was another sister, Amanda. I got that. So the thing about it is that the sister needs to communicate, but there, like I was saying before, there is another sister. The other sister, when you guys communicate, it'll be indirectly. That's what I saw originally. Like you guys were going to communicate in a way that you were not expecting. And when that happens, you see a still stubborn side of her. Do not engage in any type of argument with her. Do not give her anything that she is seeking at that moment. If she is being nasty, that is what you need to say. Say, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to go, or I'm going to have to let you go. I think it's like a phone call that I hear that she's around or something to that nature, and say, I can't be around her nasty words until she knows how to clean up her act. I can't do this. So you're just going to have to, make sure that you don't continue that nastiness. That's going to make her realize that you've just gone above her. And she's going to realize that I need to do something. Because, even though she has her stubborn side and she can act like a bully, because that's what I got. I kept getting, like, she acts like a bully, like she controls everything. And she's never wrong, just so you know. She's wrong a lot.
Wow. We all have.
Well, she is. She is. She's wrong a lot. But the thing is, don't feed her and don't fuel that fire. Allow her to realize that you're not going to play her game. She's going to calm it down. She's going to want to have a conversation with you. When she does, it will be kind of heated, but I do see balance. Just like Faith said too. We both see balance. But the conversation that's coming, whoo, that's a hot one.
The thing is too, that y'all, I don't know how y'all get into
As you should, Amanda. She says, but I love her no matter what.
Yeah, and she loves you too.
Absolutely.
I don't know how y'all get into these arguments, because it feels like to me it starts out over something petty, and then it like spirals into other stuff that's off topic, and it's like, why are we arguing about this? But it just gets bad. But y'all both love each other.
Well, the other sister doesn't even try to get involved at all. She won't talk to the situation at all. She's like, nope, not my deal. Not my deal. She says, yes, Mama.
She's Switzerland.
Exactly. She's like, not playing that game. Not playing that game. Just laugh out loud. It's got laughy faces. So, yeah, definitely feel like, everything that you're going through, Amanda, is things that you need to take care of now so you don't have to take it through the rest of 2021. I do feel like you get your balance with everything that's going on between now and March, and that's even including the situation with your sister. The communication does come back between the two of you. I'm not going to say you guys are the best buddy friends, but you love each other.
Y'all have never been best buddy friends.
But love and respect each other enough to carry on a relationship and continue to communicate. Remember, the other sisters in your mind know what's the truth in your head.
Yeah.
In her head, she's always right, and she's done everything for everybody. So that's just how you're never going to be able to change that. So just kind of keep those kind of thoughts to yourself, because I know they can be hard to not want to spit them out and throw it at the person.
I know that too.
Yeah, you do. You've been in that situation yourself. But Amanda, thank you so much for contacting us and your sister. Don't forget to like the group you guys are in, for sure. They actually messaged me earlier on Facebook. I let them know about the show to come and get their reading, so I'm glad they showed up.
Well, I am too. I hope that we help them. Oh, there's
Now, guys, we have a YouTube channel, and we are trying to grow this YouTube channel. Now, for the last 12 years, 10 of those years, Faith has been with me on the radio show.
Oh, goodness me. Has it been that long, Johnny?
Yes, it's been forever long. So 2 years I started it, and then you joined us, and then we have been just rocking and rolling this entire time. And now we're doing this live from Facebook, YouTube, and all the podcasting systems that you guys can get. So check us out, like us, subscribe, do what everything is. And the thing is,
subscribe to the bell on YouTube or updates. It's the bell on YouTube, Journey.
Yeah. I was going to say the bell, but somebody actually says, I'm here, laugh out loud. And it says, like, subscribe over here. All right, thanks, Anne. Anne, she's over here. But Anne, I seen you had a question, so we're going to be getting to that here soon. We're going down the list. So let me get to these questions so we can get to you quicker. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Now, if you guys would go over there, like, subscribe, and, and ring the bell, we'd most appreciate it. All right, guys, let's keep on going here. And we got our next question that comes from Victor from Facebook. Says, my question is, do I have spiritual gifts, and what can I do to help myself improve them so I can grow spiritually, and how can I use them to help myself with my current life situation?
Well, the short answer is we all have gifts. Not everybody uses them. Not everybody's psychic necessarily. But we all have spiritual gifts. We just have to focus. I feel like in your case, I keep seeing that you work with your hands a lot and you feel energies. Whether you know you're doing that or not, I'm being shown that psychically. I feel like you can develop it more by allowing it to happen, and you also get signs of things, but you don't always pay attention. I'm also being shown something, and this is a little bit off topic, but I'm being shown to tell you this. You need to sleep better. You don't sleep very well, and you get exhausted very easily. I don't think you're getting the right nutrition that you need to, so you need to try to eat a little bit better. As far as developing your gifts, what I would say, and Journey may have some other recommendations for you, but in my experience, the best way to learn how to use any gift that you have or that you feel that you may have spiritually is to try and use whatever your gift is that you think it is. And practice. I've been doing readings for 21 years now.
20 million years.
Yeah, I'm old.
Old as dirt.
I am.
When God said let there be light, she lit the match.
How do you know? You're not far behind me, buddy.
Hey, I didn't say it wasn't. I had to pick on you at some point.
Although you act like the big brother, though.
Yes, this is true.
He is. He's like a big brother to me, even though he's younger than me. But that is my best advice to you, is try to use whatever gifts you feel you have. I actually see healing things with you, and you working with your hands or doing
I can
things.
definitely feel vibrations from people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like you could do healings with your hands because I see energy coming from your hands. I also feel like you have dreams that come true, or things that are shown to you in dreams, and that you need to start writing them down. Even if you can't remember your dreams, write the emotions that you feel when you wake up. So
nice. Well, the energy that I saw with you and, the feeling, the vibration is also knowing the tension in the room as well. When you walk into a room and you can feel the vibration, you know what level you're walking into. So continue to keep working on that, because just like Faith was saying, she got that you could hear things as well. So along with feeling those vibrations, you're going to be able to start making out the sounds of the words in which are coming to you through that situation. So that's where the vibrations come from, because that's what sound travels on, is through vibration. So definitely, continue to keep working with, feeling out the room and feeling people's vibrations. And that way you can have, those vibrations turn into words. Those words will help you. You'll be able to hear spirit a lot easier. And, rather than them having to leave signs for you all the time, spirit will be able to talk directly to you versus just leaving you signs all the time. Now, the energy is definitely a strong one with you, and I feel like this is something that is, it's looked in your family. I see family members who do things too, but not all of them mention that they can do it. I feel as though that they're more ashamed of it or they ignore it. Those are the things that I see surrounding it. And when you talk about it or try to find out about it, either one knows everything about it, which they don't, or the other ones don't want to talk about it at all, or they say it's nonsense. So be careful with what you do with that. But I feel like practicing it yourself, judging the room, seeing how you get it, and you start seeing it, you feel it, you judge it. When you go and talk to the people, you realize what you were feeling was real, and you will continue to keep doing it. You will gain confidence in it that way. But that's how you start, is you find out what it is that's working for you. You said vibrations. Now that's your target. Take that and slowly start working with it. Now don't tell people you're doing that. These are personal, congratulations, you figured it out. So be prepared for that. He says, I used to write my dreams, but I stopped a long time ago. Should I pick it back up? Absolutely. Pick those back up. And remember, on Thursday nights, we've got Marin, and she is going to be here doing dream interpretations. So any dreams you guys may have that you would like to get some ideas on, even if it's a past dream that you've had a long time ago, but it's a reoccurring, or, it's just one that freaked you out, but you didn't know what the meaning was, contact us on Thursday night. It's a great show, and you learn a lot about your dreams, and you learn things that you didn't realize that stood out in your dream that you didn't know had more meaning than what it actually had. So it's really interesting. So check it out. All right. Thanks, Victor, so much for reaching out to us tonight. And I also forgot to mention, I was talking about, Facebook and YouTube, but I forgot we're now on Twitch. So we're now on Twitch. We will be on Instagram soon, and we will be on a few of all the social media groups we'll be on eventually. We're actually on the groups, but you don't see the recording. On Twitter right now, you guys can hear the sound, and you can chat with us on there, but you can't see the video. So video is not working on that part yet, but we are working on that so we can get that to you. So hopefully everybody gets a chance to. But you can watch us here on Facebook or on YouTube. Remember, like us on Twitch, like us on YouTube, and subscribe on YouTube, and like us on Facebook. I'm getting them all mixed up, but
do whatever the platform allows.
Just like us, damn it. Just like us. All right. So our next question comes from YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, it comes from Anne. Anne wants to know, will this pregnancy make it to term after my miscarriage? And will the dad and I be okay together? Good question.
Okay. What I'm being shown. Ooh, there's an echo. What I'm being shown is that you need to take care, and you really need to rest as much as you can, because I'm feeling like that's going to be significant. If you rest as much as you can, do not get stressed. I know it's hard, and I feel like you will be all right, but you need to be under as much medical care as you can be, because I feel like that's going to be really important for you. You need, honestly, I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm not a doctor, okay? Neither Journey and I are, but I'm going to just tell you what I see. In my opinion, psychically, you need to be on bed rest or doing as little as possible, because it's the strain that will make things hard for you, I think, of doing things and stuff like that. And no, just because you had one miscarriage doesn't mean you'll miscarriage with this. That's not what I'm saying. But your body gets easily stressed, and I think that you will be under a lot of stress. So try to take it as easy as you can. The dad does love you, has love for you, but he's very immature.
I was on bed rest with the last one as well.
You need to do that again. honey, you need to do that again. I do feel like this pregnancy can go to full term, but it's very important that you have no stress. No stress at all. If anyone's going to stress you out, they're not allowed to talk to you till after the baby. That's just the way it's going to have to be. And the father is he's so emotional, like immature emotional. I know why you have feelings for him and why you have love for him. And this is workable with him, but he's like a big kid himself. And I think that's not emotionally. And I think that's not always a big help to you. You need somebody to be more of a rock and more of an adult emotionally. So can this work with the two of you? Yes, because there is love there. But I don't think he always knows how to handle serious situations emotionally. He breaks down to a degree, even if he doesn't show you, and he can be very fragile. So,
She says he really is.
and I think that's hard for you because you need somebody to be like, okay, baby, I'm here. This is going to be okay. We're going to get through it. God's going to help us, and I got your back, instead of trying to rub his back and comfort him and be like, don't be a wuss. Don't be a baby. I'm here. I think it's hard for you because you need somebody to care for you at this time. And I feel like part of the problem with your pregnancies is that you don't have the support that you need physically or emotionally. I feel like there's one or two women that are there, but you need him to do that. Now, here's what I'll tell you is remember
Because
that
he has a lot of trouble with emotion from his childhood trauma.
Well, you know what? That's why God's letting him become a daddy, because God needs him to step up. That's what you need to remind him of, is that he is loved. He will be loved in this situation. You love him. You guys are going through something right now, and he can do this, that you guys can do it together, that you are a team. And you need your teammate. And yes, you know he's had traumas, but this baby and you guys being together, this is a healing situation. This is a healing
Yes,
situation
my
that you both can
stepmom
get through.
and best friend are my rock.
Mm-hmm. And they love you very much, girl, and they ain't gonna leave your side. Do you know what you're having?
She's a typing right now. Give her just a second.
I was gonna say, because if you don't and you want to know, I'll tell you what I think.
Mm-hmm. I kept getting boy.
That's what I get too. And he's gonna be cute.
I got a masculine energy that came with it. So
Cute, cute, cute little wavy hair. He's gonna have a head full of hair.
she said, no, I'm very early.
It's a boy, honey. It's really strong.
She says, I feel it's a boy. Yep.
And I don't know what you're wanting to name him. Sometimes I'll get names for babies, or names that they want, or even the initial of a name that they want. He wants his. Now I'm just gonna tell you what
I knew it. She knew it was a boy.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, he's showing me he wants his name to start with a D. He says, I know that's not what my mom wants, but I want a D name. So, just
Like,
saying, even if you make his middle name a D name, he wants some part of a D name. So, I don't know. That's what he's showing me. And he says also that the baby you lost is with him, and they're just sending you love, and he can't wait to come down.
She said we lost twins last year named Deegan Cash and Bailey Marie.
I was gonna say, he's showing me the little girl. Is what he's showing me.
That's why he's showing you the D name, because it was a name that you were going to go with originally.
Yeah, and he wants a D name now. So he just wants you to know that. You don't have to. He's just saying.
You better start brewing it up, and you better start brewing it up. Start looking at them D names.
And he's going to be a sweetheart, let me tell you. He's going to be a cuddle bug and give lots of kisses and have lots of I see him slobbering a lot, like when he's
first. Said, "Oh, my heart, thank you so much."
It's going to be okay. I'm going to tell you, though, you've got to take care of yourself. I mean, no stress. I mean, zero stress. I don't care if your boyfriend is having a bad day, he cannot tell you about it. He has to talk to you like, "Ann, I love you. Everything is perfect." I'm serious. I'm serious.
But the problem, Faith, there's a problem with that. He can't just look at her and say, "Everything's perfect." Because she's going to look right at him and say, "Don't lie to me."
I know this, but
he's going to know. She knows him. She can tell. She can look at him and read his body language and know that he's up to something no good. So, or he's lying to her, so she can read his body language well.
I know, but in that case, when she knows he's lying, as long as she knows it's not a big deal, let him lie. Because
he said, "Yes, Mama, laugh out loud."
Remember this reading, and remember I said, if it's not a big deal that he's lying about, and you know it's not, if it's something like you want a peanut butter sandwich and he's ate all the daggone peanut butter, who cares? I'm just trying.
He says, "I'm an empath, so I can always tell laugh out loud."
I know, but I want you to be calm and to be relaxed and stuff. And we want pictures, of the baby too.
Absolutely.
He's gonna be a little monkey.
Baby pictures, y'all.
He's gonna be real mischievous and real gentle-hearted. He's gonna be a mama boy. Because I feel like when he's real little, he's gonna be with you a lot. You're gonna be super, super protective of him. And he's gonna have a real tender heart.
Well, you know, the other thing too is that the prior pregnancy in which was lost at the time, the babies were also they were also empaths, so that only tripled what she was already feeling emotionally, which brought on so much stress, because when she was feeling the stress, they were feeling the stress, and it was amplified. So, you know, even with this baby, I do feel the empathy, but this baby's got something else. It's not just an empath. So if you start feeling spirit energy around you, no, it's not to be afraid of. I get family members surrounding you to try to help you and protect you, as those the last pregnancy that was terminated at that time. Those babies surround you as they are with the baby now, and they're protecting you. So if you feel those energies, this baby can't just, feel emotion. They can feel presence. I feel mediumship with this child. So when they start talking to the imaginary friends, make sure it's an imaginary friend.
Yeah, or give us a call.
I was just going to say that same thing. If you have any troubles with that, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to help you.
We can help you with that.
She also says, "I will definitely send them in." Thank you so much, y'all. His dad is Army, so he will be with me a lot. Good. She says, "My mom is a medium, so I assume one of the children would be probably." Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
And call us if you need help.
Exactly. Call us. She said, no imaginary friends. Got it. All right. Well, thank you so much, Ann, for tuning in. And guys, don't forget to tell your friends about us. We love all the new people. We love all the great support. Mm-hmm. We're going to be here for you guys anytime you need us. Just give us a call on here. If you can't find us on the show and you need us during the day, you can find us at mypsychicconnection.com. We are in the process of a website transfer to a new platform where we'll have chat, video chat, and the phone. So you'll be able to do the same things that you do on this site right now, just with chat and video chat. Awesome. Oh, you'll also be able to email and do ratings. So That'll be fun. I can't wait. We're moving on up in the world, Faith. We're moving on up on that side. You know, it's it's 10 years with My Psychic Connection too. Its anniversaries in March 21st.
That's awesome. That's really exciting.
We opened they opened the doors March 21st and just kept building on it. And it's been going, and we've been helping people I've been there since day one. So, just helping people. And along the way, I found amazing psychics and, told them all about My Psychic Connection. And we're currently growing, and we're going to keep growing. And we're going to keep trying to give you guys the best information that we possibly can and help you through anything that you need. The radio show's here for us to enjoy, joke, have those elaborate, long conversations if we need to. And if you need something that's personal, you'd like to talk to us, and it's always nice to have that one-on-one conversation where not everybody and their mother's reading.
Yeah.
And that way you guys can, talk to us and we can get more in depth and we can go even further with the reading than what we can here. Because clearly we're now sharing it with the entire world here on social media. So
no, really?
Absolutely. Actually am surprised I didn't see my friends down under, because they're usually here.
I was thinking the same thing. They're not on here right now.
No, they're not on tonight. All right. Well, we're going to keep on going here and take our next question. The next question, hang on, let me get to it. It says, hi, this is from Facebook, from Bahana. I can never say her name right. She's going to have to tell me on the phone how to pronounce it correctly. But she calls me on the website, and she's an amazing person. And she says, I have something zapping my energy. I'm trying to get it back. Any suggestions? Thanks.
Well, as far as your energy levels being down, you're pulling on other people's energy, and they're kind of sucking your life force out a little bit. But I also feel like your iron is low, and you need to eat more iron-based foods, and you need to get some sleep. You're not getting to the right level of sleep, honey. Like, to get rest.
She says, and my breath is shallow, too. I don't have COVID. Well, we weren't going that direction with it, but
I don't feel like you have COVID, honey.
Fatigue.
Yeah, you're just tired. You need to
get to that level of sleep that you need to have at that point. Your body does, you're running on borrowed energy from other areas of your body, that being your brain, your lungs, somewhere else where energy is stored. So, at this time, you're running on empty, and you need to find a way to get to that deeper sleep. My suggestion, it is something you can get over the counter, is melatonin. Melatonin does help. Start at a small dose.
It does help.
If you're not allergic to it. If the first dose of melatonin doesn't work, the next night try a little bit bigger dose to see if you can't get to that deeper sleep. Now, remind yourself that you are taking melatonin. Give yourself 8 to 10 hours. Know that you're going to take this and you're going to sleep for 8 to 10 hours. So make sure you have that time frame in order to sleep that off, because it's definitely going to give you a drowsy feeling if you wake up prior to that. So just beware of that. She says, I'm sleeping 8 hours a night, laugh out loud. I had someone tell me to leave my guest room who was being an a-hole. I wonder if the opposite did that my energy. Yes, I'm laying down a lot. But the thing is that you can lay down and go to sleep.
Yeah, but you don't get to that third right level of sleep.
Right.
There's different stages of sleep.
Right. But if you're not getting to that third level, there's a third level of sleep. And if you're not getting to that level of sleep, you're not actually sleeping. That means you're not regenerating. So as apparently Faith is going to continue to keep showing in the back of her molars to us,
Sorry.
as someone is drinking coffee on top
I'm
of that.
trying, listen, because I have to hold my phone with my hand, right? And my other hand is my weak hand. And I'm like trying to like be slick and hold that phone and try to drink coffee.
She said this person was an a-hole to her and her kittens. And, you know, the thing is you got rid of that person, so that was a drain on your power. That right there alone. So you haven't caught back up to your regular sleep. So that doesn't surprise me that you're feeling fatigue and you're tired and you're drained and you can't keep up. You haven't caught back up. It's going to take time for you to regenerate. I would say another 2 or 3 days before I see you feeling like yourself again. I'm also going to recommend after, maybe even taking a melatonin, a small dose of the melatonin. Remember, we are not doctors. So if this continues, I would suggest seeing a doctor. But what I was going to say is that vitamin C in the morning and some B12, that'll help.
This is going to sound strange when I tell you guys this, and this is just a family thing. Mm-hmm. So you can take it or you can leave it. This isn't even like a herbal common recommendation. This is just something we always did in my family. My stepfather was Greek, okay? So one of the remedies that they do in Greece, and you may or may not like it, and it's going to sound weird when I say this, okay? So bear with me, people. Is he would make hot milk, and I know everybody's heard of doing that before, but in Greece they do it a little bit differently. They make hot milk and they put cinnamon in it. They just sprinkle cinnamon in it and then stir it up. And he would give it to us to sleep. And I do it to this day to a degree. I'm not a big proponent of milk. I've started to drink organic milk as I've gotten older, but I do the cinnamon and milk sometimes when I can't sleep, and it does help. I don't know if it's just because I'm used to it or what, but it does. So, But I drink coffee in the middle of the night too, people. I'm weird.
She has her own hours to herself.
Listen, you guys, I'm in heaven. I just moved into an apartment that is across the street from Starbucks.
She is completely ready.
I am. I'm gonna walk through the drive-thru and knock on the window because I don't want to go stand in line inside the building. I almost went to Starbucks tonight.
She said thank you.
You're welcome. Let us know if you get some rest.
Absolutely. Definitely get a chance to, get some rest here. All right. So we had a question coming from Brandy. Brandy, your question that you're asking is a general read. Please be specific as to the question. It's too broad. So please be more specific with your question. We'll be more than happy to answer it for you, okay? This one's from Jessica. It says, I guess it's supposed to be, hi, guys. I was wondering if you could tell me anything about my funding. I was supposed to get a large amount of money on the 3rd, and it hasn't come. So I was wondering if you could tell me anything.
Actually, what is... Today's date is what? I was gonna say what I'm shown, believe it or not, is that you'll get it between the 7th and the 10th. That's why I was asking what was today's date.
Okay. Well, yeah, definitely felt like the money is definitely coming. I did feel like there was a delay, had something to do with paperwork and things to that nature. So, but I don't feel like it's not coming, because it most certainly is. And I left the camera on Faith and not on myself, so we could see her molars again. But you guys, Jessica, the thing is that I do see the money coming your way. I do feel like you are, it's just a small delay. It's not anything that you did. I feel like that because of everything that's going on, that's crazy out right now, people are behind on getting things sent on time, so it's taking longer. But I definitely feel like you're going to get it. And as Faith said, it just feels like it's a couple days away from you. So just kind of bear with it and hang in there. And, I feel like you're going to get what you're looking for here. So good luck with that. Let us know. And thanks for your question.
Just hang in there, but you're getting it.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely felt like she was getting it. Lamika says, hey, Gifts of Faith and Journey.
Hey, girly girl.
I know. She comes in every now and then.
She does.
Okay, this one's from Catherine. Catherine says, Journey, the last time I called in late October, early November, I asked you if my guy friend would be able to pick up my bills again. You said, sit tight, I'm feeling January. Well, the 28th of December, he said his finances were straightened out, and January he would be able to pick up my bills again. Holy shiz, spot on. Well, you're welcome, sweetheart. I'm glad. I told you to just sit tight. That things he had to balance some stuff out for himself, but after he got that taken care of, he was going to be more than happy to help you out with the situation, and that things were going to be good. So I'm glad that worked out for you, and I'm happy you got what you were looking for there. And I just feel like more things that you're looking for are going to continue, and that, I don't feel like this is the end. I do feel like more help is coming. So sit tight. Again, more help is coming. All right. Let's keep on going here. I think that's Latea. Am I saying that right? If I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. I'm terrible with pronouncing names. Sometimes I'll just say Facebook reader. I just Facebook.
Latea?
Is it Latea? That's what I thought.
Latea?
It says, I keep hearing warnings. Someone is sending negative vibrations. Who would this person be?
I feel like this is somebody who's pretending to be a friend to you. And I get some type of work connection.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm being shown.
Well, the energy that I saw around it and the things that are coming through is that I do feel like it's someone who's fronting a friendship in front of you and trying to make you believe that other people are, that they're your friends, but behind your back, this person is talking poorly behind your back and causing trouble. Now, I didn't get the work association, but I did get like a group of friends of some people that are outside of the workforce, but I'm not sure on the work thing. She says it's okay. And she said yes.
You will find out who this is.
Well, yeah, because I was just about to say that this is about to come to the surface, but it won't be until the end of January. So as we go into the end of January, going into the very 1st of February, the truth of the story will be told, and that the fake friend will be outed.
Yeah.
Now, this comes now, what comes right before that is that she's going to make it seem like it's somebody else, and everybody else is going to say it's the other person. So your friends are going to speak up.
I don't typically always see things like this as far as people's looks with this particular type of question.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm being shown this is a shorter African-American woman who's dark-skinned with short hair. So I don't know if she may not even be African-American. She may be dark Latino, but her skin is darker.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm being shown. I don't know if you know anybody by that description, but that's what I'm being shown, sweetie.
She said love.
So
the thing about it is that just know that what's going to happen is this person is going to try to tell you that this is the person that's talking poorly about you. In reality,
it's really her.
It is not. It is really her. And then your other friends are going to say, no, she's the one that was saying that. Now, I'm not saying that the person that she's pointing the finger out wasn't saying her own thing, because I do feel like they had some little nitpicky things to say, but it wasn't anything that was destroying your character. This person that is the bad person sending the negative vibration is the one that's saying the negative, really bad things about
Right.
you. Your other friend was kind of like nitpicking like everybody does. Like, oh, I hate it when she does this. Okay. She's my best friend. Your best friend, I don't feel is the one that's doing it. I feel
No.
that's the person that was nitpicking. She said brown skinned. Yes.
Yes.
Kate said it was dark skinned.
Mm-hmm. She has shorter hair. I don't know if this is natural hair or not, but I'm seeing shorter hair. And she's kind of, I don't want to say she's heavy because she's not. I'll just say curvy. She's curvy in shape.
Mm-hmm.
And she's doing this out of jealousy or something. You have something or got something that she wanted or something.
And, oh, her girlfriend.
That's possible.
The energy that I'm surrounded with it, when you said, oh, girlfriend, I was definitely drawn to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I get that there's a jealousy thing and she feels like she has to be the queen bee.
Yeah.
But you seem to be the one everybody gravitates to, so there's a jealousy there.
And your best friend defends you a lot, even though she'll go, yeah, she does this or that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what it is I think her partner's jealous because her partner feels like she loves you more than she loves the partner, and the partner doesn't want the attention taken from her because she feels like your best friend she thinks your best friend is really in love with you when your best friend is just being your best friend. So it's a jealousy thing in that respect.
Yeah. Most definitely. So just beware, kind of watch out for it. You'll see the signs.
But be careful. Be careful because if you confront her, you could cause issues with your best friend too. Because it is your best friend's partner, and your best friend doesn't want to be stuck in the middle because she loves you both.
Exactly. Now, the thing about it is that... Hang on. She says, or daughter, father's wife. No.
Mm-mm. This is the best friend. It's the partner. Yeah. Because when you said that, it
sounds like my daughter's father's wife. But see, it sounds like one thing, but when you actually live the situation, which we see coming, you're going to be surprised. This is something that you're not expecting. This is a surprise.
I even see you going, what? And you may even contact me or Journey and be like, that happened, like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what? But it's going to be okay.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be all right. I do feel like you'll find balance and you'll be able to take care of the situation. The negative vibes will be taken care of.
Yeah. It's going to be okay.
Well, hopefully we're able to answer your question. Thank you so much for the question. We're going to keep on going here. Oh, she sent another quote. She said something else. What did she say? Oh, how about the love situation? Well, let us get to another question for somebody else, and then we'll come back to that one if we got time. All right. Thank you so much. It says, Shauna, she says, hey, Journey, I think I have some spiritual powers, and I'm curious if you pick up on anything. Well, I'm going to let Faith handle that first, and then I'll tell you what I'm picking up.
Girl, you have the gift of mediumship. And I feel like you also know when people are lying. And you can be clairvoyant, but you're not exactly sure what to do with it. Like, you get messages that kind of pop in your head to tell people, and you're like, okay, how do I translate this? And how do I say it? And sometimes you'll say things to people that just pops out of your mouth, and it's mostly in a moment of anger, and something will pop out of your mouth at random, and then it'll come to pass, and you're like, holy heck, how did that happen? But you do have abilities. You've got to tune into them, and right now you're really scattered, like you're doing 50 trillion things at once. And I also see you trying to do are you trying to do your own business? Because I get that as well, but it's not like spiritual related, or you've been thinking about it for some time or something, because that's all around you also. So I hope that makes sense to you.
She says, I'm also curious of how to grow these gifts.
Practice. That's my recommendation, is practice. I mean, the reality is you can take classes, and you can read a lot of books and those kind of things, and I don't discount those. I don't.
Oh my God, Journey and I talked about this last night.
I don't I don't discount that. I don't. But the best way to learn how to develop your gifts is to use them and to trust them. If you get a feeling about something for somebody, even if you don't know them, tell them. It may not make sense to you, but it might make sense to them because it's their life. Even if it's something simple. Do you know, one time, I'll give you an example. One time, because I pick up off of people in the store too, and a lot of times I won't go up and say anything. But one time I saw this lady, and I went up to her. I don't know what possessed me, but I went up to her and I just randomly said hello. And then the next thing out of my mouth was, "You're not eating." And she looked at me and said, "What?" I said, "Ma'am, you don't eat." And I said, "Tic Tacs don't count. Stop going to the gym so much." And then I went to go walk off, and she tapped me on the shoulder and said, "How did you know that?" And I said, "Because I know things about people." And she was like, "I do eat a lot of Tic Tacs. I need to stop." So, just trust yourself and trust that you were given those abilities for a reason.
Well, the thing too is that she was saying, oh my God, Journey was just talking about that last night, is that we were talking about the same thing that you picked up, was that entrepreneur energy, that she was going to start a business for herself. But the thing was, is that the energy that she was going to start this business was with a partner, and the partner was not good for her. Even though it was a family member, I'm not saying they just wouldn't have worked well together, and one
No.
would have done more work than the other, and it would
Yeah.
have fell apart. She says, thank you, Faith.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
But the other thing that I saw for you, Shauna, is that, keep looking for that new situation that's going to bring you to this new entrepreneur energy, and, continue to keep feeling that. So the thing is that, we keep seeing, this with you. It's strong. I'm not just seeing it, but Faith's seeing it with you, and other
Yeah,
people are seeing it with
and
you.
the thing of it is, and I tell this to a lot of people, if more than one reader is seeing something without knowing that another reader saw it, there's a reason. It's because the energy is strong.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But just kind of hang in there, because I do feel like the energy is going to get strong with that. You will know what's right, and you'll know your niche in order to do that. As it comes to your spiritual gifts and things of that nature, like I told you guys before, I do say practice, and I have told people about this. There was a girl in here trying to argue with me about it when I said, well, you've got to know yourself first. You have to start somewhere, and you have to know who you are. So who are you? That's your very first step of learning your gift. What can you do that you do so well that you notice that others don't do? Start there. Start checking it out, testing these things out. This is where the practice comes in. But definitely want you to be, aware of what it is you do that's different than everybody else, and maybe something you do on a daily basis that you don't even know that you use. So
That's true, and even as readers, I mean, every reader reads different a little bit.
absolutely.
We might read similar, but sometimes we read completely different. Doesn't mean our styles are wrong or the way we read is wrong. Spirit speaks to each person in a different way, and we may get similar messages, but I may see details Journey doesn't see. Journey sometimes sees details that I don't see, and some readers read back cards or dreams or tea leaves or however, but Spirit speaks to all of us, and we just have to be open to the messages.
Well, the thing too here, Shauna, Shauna, is that the energy is is strong with you. You're learning everything. You're paying attention to things. That's the main thing I would do if I were you, is start to pay extreme attention to the things that you're doing, things that you're feeling, so you can start to see where's that spiritual gift, what direction does it go. Once you pinpoint it, what it is, because right now I can tell you you're an empath and you have sight.
Yeah.
So you're seeing things out of the corner of your eye and you're seeing signs. Those are things that I feel like you can work on at this time. Is picking up the signs that are in front of you. Everything is you're being thrown at things at you that have meaning. And these certain meanings are all over the place. So just kind of hang in there, work with that, and you should be right on the money there. She says, thanks, guys. Now I have a good place to start. I'm a hospice caregiver, and I feel a lot on a daily. I knew it. And that right there is not going to just be feeling it. You're going to see it.
Yeah. That's why you're seeing it.
For that.
That's why you're seeing it, because you're with these people sometimes in their last moment. So your spirit is open to that. That's actually Spirit's gift to you in some ways, I think, with what you do, is to allow you to see that they're there and that they're going to the next part of their journey. So.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we are getting more questions in here, and I'm definitely trying to get to everybody. We're going to be here for just I would say about 20 more minutes, so we're going to try to take some more questions in that time frame. So bear with us. Like I said, we get a lot. And if you guys don't get your question answered tonight, we will be back tomorrow with Trinity Black. She'll be here with me. She's really good in the mediumship side of things. So,
and you know, the thing is, too, you can call us on the site. And if we're not up there, like if I'm not on there, or Journey's always up there, but if he's not, there is a range a call button, and we will, we will take your calls. We love each and every one of you. It's a privilege to read each and every one of you, whether it's on here or YouTube or whatever platform you're using. It's a privilege to be able to use our abilities to help you.
Absolutely.
Our gifts are a privilege to help. So, just know that we're here for you. Even if we're not on air, if you need something, if you need prayer, whatever's going on, we're here for you.
Right. Absolutely. I got somebody watching from Panama City. I just seen that come across the screen at the bottom there.
Hello, Panama City.
Hello from Panama. All right, guys, let's keep going here. All right. Let's see. We have more questions. This one's from Sierra. Sierra says, hi, guys. I don't really know how to put this into words, but was it my fault for what Tim did to me? Will he do this to someone else? And how can I stop it from playing in my head repeatedly?
Sierra, we just had this talk the other day, girl. I'm about to be a big sister mama to you. Stop. I'm serious, and I don't usually call our clients out like this. Stop thinking that everything that happens is your fault. Tim is a jerk. Stop. Okay?
Holly says leave. Guys says hi, everybody.
Hi. He probably will. To answer your question, he probably will do this to somebody else. It's not exclusive to you. He has a lot of growing to do. He's not for you. You don't need him to be around you, even as a friend, because you're one of these people that wants to be friends with everybody, and I get it, because I'm guilty of that too. But you have to stop. You have to know your self-value and how beautiful a person you are. Stop being so hard on yourself, Sierra. Okay? Breathe.
She says he's the one who raped me.
Well, he's going to have to deal with that later on. And I do think he's done things to people other than you. I hate to say that, but I do. And you need to know that that's not your fault. That's never your fault. And nobody deserves that. Nobody.
She says, I'm just worried about him doing this to somebody else. But unfortunately, Sierra, I'm going to say this as I see this, is that, he has done this. Actually, he's done this before. He's done this to you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to convey to her.
Yeah. The thing is that he's done this before, and he's gotten away with it, and he got away with it with you on top of that. So I'm going to say victims because that's what they are. And I do feel like he's going to continue to keep doing this until someone puts their foot down. And I'm going to tell you, there's one girl that he's going to do it to. She's going to get upset about it. Of course, this is a tragedy when that type of thing happens. He's going to try to take advantage of another girl, but she's going to nail his ass to a wall. And this girl and these two girls know each other.
Honestly, and this is not a criticism, but I think the biggest problem is I don't think all of his situations have been reported. So that's what gives him the power, is that he just thinks, well, I've gotten away with it. These girls aren't going to talk, so it doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Holly's sending you a hug, sweetie. But the thing is that, the thing about it is that, yeah, he's going to get caught. But unfortunately, we're dealing with somebody who's continued to do what he's doing until he gets busted. And that's definitely happening.
The best thing that you can do, I know it's hard, is to try to release that pain and give it to God and pray for him. Pray for God to change his heart. I know that that's hard, to pray for somebody who's done something bad to you, but praying for him can change the energy, and pray for the other people that he might not hurt them, because prayer does change things.
It does. La Reed, we are getting to everyone's questions, sweetie. We're trying to get to yours. There was a couple people ahead of you. We're getting to everyone's questions. I just want to let her know because she's asking. But for Sierra, the thing about it is that, she says, I absolutely thank you guys. I will pray. Just know that the thing that you're going through right now and what you've been through, unfortunately, we all go through certain circumstances in our lives. You're going to be able to help take care of somebody who has gone through this exact thing that you've been through.
That's what I was just saying.
My other suggestion is, if you haven't reported a rape, please do. Because if you don't, they're going to continue to keep doing this to other people.
Even if it's been a while since this occurred and there's no evidence, you should still report it. And if you feel that you can't, my suggestion is, and I'm saying this from the female standpoint, honey, I know a lot of us as females, we don't like to talk about this because we feel powerless and all of this. It's something that society's taught us, or that we must have done something, or we wore clothes wrong, or we said the wrong thing. I don't care. There's no excuse for what he did. That was a violation. But let me tell you something. It may be something that you don't want to talk about and it hurts to think about, but this is a testimony. This is something that you are going to have gone through so that you can say, God brought me through this, and I have this story to share with others to lift them up and help them through this pain. That's why things happen to us. Bad things happen to us, so that we have testimonies and stories to share with others, to relate to others, because that's what we're here for, is to lift one another up, to learn from one another, to love one another, and to glorify God through that, because we share our experiences with others and help other people. That's why we go through the things that we go through, to make us stronger and to have testimonies that we got through it, that God helped us through it, and to help others. And you're going to get through this, Sierra. You will. And you're going to be stronger for it. I feel like you're going to help a lot of people. Go to a support group, honey, and keep us posted on everything, and just know that you're loved.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. You are loved. Remember to report this. It's not something that you need to continue to keep dealing with.
You need to.
She said, I reported him, but the courts wouldn't take the case because he said we had sex, so I always felt like they took his side. That's because they used a trickery of words in order to make it right for him to have. Just because you've had sex prior with a partner doesn't mean if they force themselves on you, does that make it right? Nor does it not make it rape, because forcing sex on somebody is rape.
Honey, you can be married to somebody and they can rape you.
Yes.
If you say no, it doesn't matter. If you say no, even if you have a boyfriend and there's a certain sexual position he wants to do, I'm not trying to get graphic up on here, but let's say there's something he wants to do and you don't want to do it, and he forces you or he pins you or puts you in a position physically that you don't want to be in and you can't get out of it, that's rape. Anytime you force somebody to do something sexually that they don't want to do, that's rape, and there's no excuse for it. It is not right. Period. And even if you reported it to the courts and they didn't do anything, honey, you need to go get some type of help, even if it's just a support group, if for no other reason that your story could help someone else.
Holly says, laugh out loud, sorry, feeling a deep vibe from Mr. Journey. The thing about it is no matter what someone does to you, whether you were with them and, that was consensual. You wanted it that time. That's different. But when you are doing something and this person forces themselves, you're trying to get away and you're saying no, that's rape. You don't want it.
Yeah.
That's like saying, oh, well, me and my ex-wife, we split up, and I was horny one day, and I just walked into her house and threw her on the floor and had my way with her. But it's okay because we had sex 7 years ago.
And unfortunately, there is probably some moron that thinks that's okay, but it's not.
It's not okay. I'm glad you reported it. I'm sorry that this was not something that worked out, but I'm going to tell you, not this next girl that he does it to, but the girl after it will be the one who nails his ass to a wall.
And the thing is that if there's record that he's been reported for this, that stuff will come up every time, and they're going to see this is a pattern. And you may even be called about it because it may come a time where you may have to testify on behalf of this other girl that he did this to you.
But the thing about it is that this next girl that this is going to happen to is actually friends with the other girl that he does it to that nails him to a wall. So those two girls are going to kick his ass in court.
And you'll know, and I don't know how you're going to know, but you will know about it.
Oh, they'll notify her. That's what it is. They'll notify her. That's how I got that energy. And she would have knowledge of, I don't feel like she would go to court, but they would take in what she said about him into consideration when they go ahead and make this judgment on him next time.
Because
he's going to be the next little red dot in the neighborhood.
And he has a pattern that he does too, like even the verbiage he uses and everything else. So they'll know. They'll come and talk to you. The girls will come and talk to you. So you'll see. You'll see.
Absolutely. All right, Faith, we got time to squeeze one more in here. Just remember, guys, if you guys don't get your question in tonight, definitely tune in tomorrow. We're going to be here with Miss Trinity Black. She's going to be able to connect and talk to each and every one of you. She's really great with the mediumship, amazing tarot reader. She's actually one of my students that I've taught how to use her spiritual gift. And I'm going to put this little tidbit of information out there. Anyone teaching you anything about what your gifts are and who you are as a person, if they do it in a group setting, you're not getting the education in which you need.
Nope, because it's not one-on-one.
Readings are one-on-one, and learning is a one-on-one because you learn differently than everybody else.
And everybody's gifts is different too.
Absolutely.
So even just because I'm using me or Journey as an example, but let's say we were your teachers. We might teach one of you different than we would teach the other, or show one of you different because your gifts are going to come out differently. Maybe even different than me or Journey's would as your instructor or your teacher, because your gifts are different and Spirit will speak to you differently. All we can do is kind of guide you, and doing it in a group setting, you don't get the one-on-one attention.
Absolutely. So, you need that one-on-one attention to know. And that's how Trinity was able to grow her gifts and other abilities. And, you know, if you guys were listening to the radio show 5 years ago, I had an amazing psychic that was joining me on Monday night shows. Her name was Sophia. She was in a situation where she had another psychic kind of putting their foot on how far she could grow. And she came to me and we talked. And she was an amazing psychic, and she certainly didn't need the people that were trapping her. That's why I like to do the one-on-one, so they don't feel like you're trapped. You're a free spirit. Everybody is. Your church is your temple, which is your body. Your body is your temple.
Yes, it is.
Gifts were given for a reason. It's your choice with free will to do with them how you choose.
That's true.
Everybody else's choice.
Some people don't even use them. You know? So.
Holly, she's cracking me up over here. She's like, I can help Guy, but in no way do I teach to speak. Cracking me up. She wants a reading from me as well. Holly, I definitely do readings. I do them here on the radio show. I also do them on My Psychic Connection. Monday nights is the nights that I read fully by myself, so make sure you tune in if you want to get a reading like that. But I will be back tomorrow as well, but we're running out of time here, so I wanted to answer one last question before we got the hell out of here for the evening. But we'll be back again tomorrow. Like always.
And I'll be back next week with Journey on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody
Faith, you never answered me. Did you want to do a Saturday show with me this weekend?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, did you?
You know my internet is crazy.
Yeah.
Actually,
6 o'clock on Saturday.
Well, I can't make any promises because I don't know if my family will be here or not. They're helping me unpack the rest of my apartment.
I'll unpack them right out your door. She's got business.
Please hurry and come do that, please.
She's got business. Move along.
I love you, Journey.
Well, I guess we have run out of time here, guys. Remember, if you asked a question and we didn't see you, then come back tomorrow. On our Saturday shows, we give away cool prizes. Last time, we gave away smartwatches to those that were signing up on the website. So that you get put in a raffle. We pulled some names out of the raffle, and they got some smartwatches. Those went out. Actually, Shauna, that was on here tonight, she actually won one of those smartwatches, which she just received a couple days ago. We also have cool little gifts. In 3 minutes for the website. We do all kinds of cool and fun stuff here. We just love to see you guys come and be a part of our show. We want you to tell your friends and watch it grow, and we can't wait to see what else is out there for you. Well, Faith, we have come to the closing hour. I want to say goodnight to you, and thank you so much for being a part of our show tonight.
Good night, everybody, and God bless. Until next week.
All right. Maybe Saturday,
yeah.
All right. So until then, you guys have an amazing night. we're going to log out here, and we will see you tomorrow with Trinity Black. And until then, this is Journey Ryan and Faith signing out. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Watch Trinity.